YouTube. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Pocket Ranger 25 litre backpack. So starting off, just a few reasons why I got this bag, what it's for, which is for all my camera gear, and then we're going to go through what I like about the bag and just a couple of things I don't like about it. So I'm going to position you guys up so you can see, and then let's take a look at this backpack. Okay, so while I open this backpack up, I'll just tell you the reason that I got it is because I am not living in the van full time anymore. So what that means is I'm finding that a lot of the time I'm wanting to take my camera gear from the van back up into my apartment and back down again, and it's becoming really annoying, like not having a bag to put it all in. So this is the answer. The other thing is that this bag is also customizable for travel, which means that if I'm going overseas or whatever, I can reduce my kit down and then also put my gear in here, like my clothes and stuff, as well as my camera stuff. So right now we're in full camera mode, and as you can see, we've got these beautiful pockets inside here. I do love how sturdy these are and how customizable this is. So you can see I've managed to get all my gear in here, and you can move your pockets around using the Velcro. If you have different size cameras or whatever, you might want to have bigger space or smaller space, and you just pop in these different inserts. So this is great about this. The other thing that's great is all the zippers. These are really good. So having double zippers here, which you saw on the front, is good if I end up with, buying something or grabbing more stuff and I just need that little bit extra space, or if I want to go nice and tight, that's all tucked in there. So we have a good bit of access here. We can get all our gear. What I've been doing is putting my most used cameras at the top, or my most used gear here, and then down the bottom less. This is probably the one of two things I don't like about the bag, is that I can't access this spot without having to pull out my gear. But, it is really easy to pull out, so it's not exactly terrible. So that putting this little flap at this end too is nice, because when I pull it out, everything comes up with it. And I've just put my big lens down there, so that's not a problem. So one little bit, but still good. More storage in here for little bits and pieces. If I was traveling, I'd probably put like my passports and stuff in there. Okay, so let's zip it back up and I'll show you another feature which is nice. This is a feature that I'm really liking. Here on the back, sorry, it's probably right in the microphone. Here on the back, I've got access to the laptop pocket. So that's really nice to have. So that's the back of where all the camera gear is, and here's my laptop pocket here. So as you know, if you're traveling and you just want to get your laptop out really quickly, that's a really good feature. So I'm loving that. That will come in handy. Another thing I really like about this bag is that these bottom pieces totally removable. So if you go in here, you can get your fingers in, there's some Velcro for you to undo, and you can pull these off. So I actually don't like traveling with a waistband. I just find it gets real messy, it gets everywhere. So that's great that can come off, and I can still have my little extras and bits and pieces here while I'm going around. Nice feature for me, because I'm quite small, is these really wide straps. So that's lovely. And when I've been loading this around with all the gear in it, it's been super comfortable. Even fully with all my stuff in here, it's quite heavy. I'm very comfortable carrying it. This little clasp here is probably one other thing that's not my favorite. So this front bit just seems to clip on with a bit of a clip and a magnet, just like that. But I feel like that's a little bit loosey-goosey for me. So what I would do is, if I'm going to go traveling overseas, I would use this really sturdy ring here and this one here, and I'll probably just put something there to tie them together, something more along the lines of these strong clips here. So overall, here we have Pocket Ranger 25 litres. I think this is going to solve all my problems of carrying my gear up and down to the house. And I think when I go traveling, I'm going to be able to reduce my gear down, use my customizable pockets to make that inside carrying space a little smaller for photography, and then put, my jeans and t-shirt, a couple of socks and whatever I need just on the top. I think we'll be good to go. So check it out. It does come in a bigger size, so if you have a lot more gear than me, or you want to travel further than me, travel heavier than me, you can pick the bigger one. But this is Pocket Ranger, 25 litres. It's housing all of my nerdy stuff. Thanks for checking it out. Bye.